Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I have a watch in for review from Aaron at the OFD channel. This is one of his watches from his collection, and he actually picked this up at a thrift store. He found it on the Central Coast at a thrift store over there and got an amazing deal on this thing. It was like 125 bucks. It's a first gen SEIKO Monster, model number SKX779. So this thing is super cool. Let's get the dimensions out of the way real quick. So it's coming in, if I can get it to focus here. Let's see if it will focus. There we go. So it's coming in at 42.5 millimeters from side to side. Tip to tip, 47.5, 13.5 millimeters in thickness, and you have a 20 mil lug opening, okay? This thing, for the price that he paid, it's in really, really good condition. It has a 120 click bezel. These you can't really grip at the top here. You have to kind of do it on the side. It is 120 click, and it does line up very well from what I can tell. The first gen Monsters are running the 7S26 movement, which is the non-hack, non-wind movement, 21,600 vibrations per hour. Same that's in the SKX007, but very, very good movement. Where these watches really shine is the lume plots are massive, and it has super bright LumiBrite. So that's also very cool. It's kind of a, you know, black, kind of an inky black dial. You have your day and date. I like that it's bordered. You do have your, you know, your 60-minute bezel, of course, and then on the inside you also have the same thing on the end of those lume plots, so that's pretty cool as well. You have some brushing, some polishing kind of all throughout. It's a real wild case. That's why they call it the Monster. I mean, it's a little different from other Seikos, but you know how Seiko does it, you know. It's kind of like in a lot of ways there's a lot of, you know, form, a lot of function over form. Like this is actually, even though it looks kind of wild, it's, the bezel's protected very well. It's got very good knurling on the bezel itself for grip. So pretty cool. And I like these somewhat H-link style bracelets. I like that. Pin and collar. It does have a, does it have a diver's? Yeah, diver's extension is on this side. And then you do have micro adjustments, but it's a very nice band. There is your Tsunami on the back. And I think this is from 2000, the year 2000, 2001, right around there. But it's a very nice watch. I have a I'd say 7.25 wrist right now, and it just barely fits me. I think Aaron's about a 7, but this thing's awfully tight on me right now, but it does fit, and it looks real good. So 42.5 is actually a pretty nice size for me. It works good. And it does have a Hardlex crystal. It's not going to be a sapphire on these, but it is slightly domed, so that's kind of cool as well. I like that. So let's do this. Let's get it out in some natural sunlight, and then we will actually close with a lume shot. Here we go. There it is in the sunlight, and this thing, I mean, you could see how massive those lume plots are. Look at these things. That's what I've always loved about the Monster, is the hands, the lume plots. Shoot, you can also, when I run my finger kind of covering the sun here, you can see it already lights up. That is crazy. And I like how the hands are all white, and it's a real nice contrast on that background of that inky black dial. And it almost has, yeah, it does. It's kind of wild. It almost, and I've never realized this till now, but if you look at how those markers are laid in there, and then you have that rehaut that's kind of cut out, it's almost like a Pelagos. And the Pelagos was, you know, after this watch. So, you know, I'm not sure if Tudor took any type of notes from this watch, but look at that. If you look at how those are laid in there, and then you see that rehaut, that's really cool. I like that about the dials on these. I really do. I always have. And I like the Tudor Pelagos because of that as well. And that's something I just discovered. I did not realize that until now. But that's super cool. It's a very nice watch. It really is. And for what Aaron paid, 125 bucks, I think these are going for, I don't know, anywhere from 250 to 350 online. So, And of course they're discontinued and they're sought after. It's the first generation, and this one's in really good condition. So whoever owned it before, I mean, they wore it, but it was well loved, and it wasn't beat up too bad. There's not even nicks or anything, just some slight scratches here and there. Nothing crazy, but very cool watch with that Pelagos flair to it. Or shall I say, the Pelagos copied this, which, like I said, this came 12 years before. So anyway, that's something to think about. But very cool watch. Let's do a lume shot. Here's the lume shot. Super bright. It's like a blue lume. So it looks like to me. Actually, it's weird. Through the camera, it looks blue. And then when I look at it, not through the camera, it looks kind of green. But anyway, it is Luma bright, and it's very bright. So awesome. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye.